guys, today I'm going to show you how to do some loose beachy kind of waves. First thing you want to do is get some heat serum in your hair. And you can do spray, you can do whatever you like. Just kind of comb it through. And next you're going to want to just flatten out all of those areas that kind of have those creases. This was just right after I blew my hair dry. And you want to get the ends too. It just kind of helps you achieve more of a beachy look. And next you're going to want to section out your hair. I do about 3 or 4 because I have a lot of hair. Just start right at the temple and then divide it into 2 sides, and on the first side you're going to want to straighten all of the ends again, just kind of make everything a little flatter. I'll grab about a 1/2 inch section, I'd say, or 1 inch, and then you just grab the hair and then just turn it over halfway, if that makes sense. So from front to back is how you want to twist it. And you can rotate it a little bit more if you want. So just front to back and slide down, and you want to release about like 1 to maybe 3 inches from the bottom so that you still have that straighter look. And if you want things a little tighter, you can go more like a full time around. That'll give you a little bit more tightness in your waves, and then if it's too tight you can always go through and straighten things out again. And so just do that through the entire first side and then move on to the other side. And sometimes I will start in the back and move towards the front. That way I'm not losing some of the smaller layers that are in my hair to fall behind and then end up with a bunch of straight pieces at the end, because nobody wants that. And then just move forward. And you can see sometimes I'm not even doing a full twist from front to back with my iron. Sometimes I'm only just doing a little bit. That way I have some looser and I have some tighter. I feel like if they all are the exact same, it all kind of falls together into one big kind of consistent look. And I like to have kind of different textures, I guess, throughout. And you are going to move on to the next section of hair once you finish the bottom. And you're going to just tie up the areas that you're not wanting to touch yet, and then straighten through that new layer of hair. And in this specific tutorial, I am curling all of these pieces of hair away from my face. And I am going to start in the back again and work my way forward. And with each new piece of hair that you grab, you're going to want to kind of move around where you start the curl. So with one area, I will start closer to the root, and then the very next one that I curl, I'll start halfway down and then kind of rotate my different places. That way you don't have all of your hair kind of forming together in one big awkward curl. And it's okay that some are a little tighter than others. That's what gives it that more realistic, natural, curly look. And I do feel like the ones that frame your face, just the curls that frame your face, are the most important. I think sometimes I do those a little tighter, and then I can always go through at the end and straighten them out a little if they look too tight. But you still want your hair to look like it does have some curl to it. You don't want just kind of like plain weird waves. And if I ever come across an area that's too bulky, I'll kind of section it out again, kind of awkwardly, but that way I don't feel like I'm getting these huge masses, because it does not curl quite as well, and then it just looks kind of bland and awkward. So if you feel like you do need to section a little extra, that's totally fine. And you'll see on some of these, I'm curling even a little bit more than halfway, just because I feel like as you get higher up on the head, you want the curls to be a little tighter. The ones underneath really don't matter quite as much. You're not going to be seeing those. And you do want the ends a little bit straighter so that it doesn't do that awkward undercut under your face where it just bobs under. You want it to have a straight edge at the bottom. But as you move up, it's okay to do things a little tighter. It's never too bad to tighten the curls too much because you can always straighten the back out. And if you're wondering how long to guide your straightener through your hair as you're curling, I would recommend just a few seconds. Like if you start from the top, I would probably count to 3 as you slide down, like 1, 2, 3, release. That way you're not getting too much of a curl, but at the same time, you're also not just kind of doing an awkward C-shape wave. And more towards the end, you'll notice just where there are flatter spots, and you can just go back through and curl those ones a little extra. Another thing I'll mention is I do prefer my second day hair over my first. Usually my first day hair is just a lot more poofy. I have a lot of hair, and so whether I straighten it or curl it on the first day, I just never really love it. And this video is my first day hair. But what I'll do is the first day I'll kind of decide whether I want to straighten it or curl it for the week, because I really don't shower with washing my hair very often. And so I'll curl it or straighten it, and then the next day is when I really like it a lot more. I think that just having my hair a little dirtier just weighs it down a little better, and the beach waves look more natural. And then towards the end, when you're all finished up, you just go back through and retouch any curls that look a little too straight or a little too curly, and just kind of make it all come together and check the back, and you are good to go. And there you have it. That is how I get the nice kind of messy looking beach waves. You can do this with longer hair if you want. You just kind of do the same exact thing. You just hold it for a little longer. But I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Let me know if you have any other requests. See ya.